This is your sign. If you've been wanting to manifest your dream life, achieve your health and fitness goals, learn how to prioritize yourself, or work on your confidence, self-love, and healing, you are in the right place. Recently, I went to a local lantern festival where I made my lantern of life, and it got me thinking about the dreams I wanted to manifest in my life, not only for the next year, but for the next decade. This reflection actually sparked a big shift in my journey, leading me to rebrand this channel from my old gaming roots, Mushroom Games, to something more personal, Mayvera, where I wanted to create a space for self-growth, self-expression, and creating a dream life together. If you're curious about this journey, check out my previous video above, where I share more about why I felt ready for this change. As a chronic overthinker, I know what it's like to keep thoughts, ideas, and feelings in my head without taking any action. But I'm here to tell you that there's real power in visualization. Studies show that visualizing your goals helps you make them into a reality. There's even a famous study with basketball players that revealed that those who visualized their free throws improved just as much or even better than those who just practiced the free throws physically. And this study shows that our minds are such a powerful tool to bring about change into our lives. So join me today as we create a vision board to bring your dreams to life. As a gift to my beautiful mushlings, I made a Notion template and left it in the description so you can follow along and make your own vision board. So let's take that first step together towards creating a more intentional and fulfilling life. Hey mushlings, welcome to the first step towards achieving your dream life. I want to challenge you to not think about just creating a vision for your life for the next year, but for the next 10 years. I'm a true believer in long-term commitment and the power of consistency because that's where real lasting change happens. And I want the things that you work on to truly matter to you and provide value to your life, regardless of whatever outcome occurs. So as you work on this vision board, ask yourself, what is worth having 10 years from now? What will truly matter to me and will be worth pursuing for the next 10 years of my life? Let's start with thinking about our ideal environment. What type of space do you envision yourself in? Our surroundings play such a huge role in shaping our mindset and energy. So envisioning a space that makes you feel at peace, inspired, and yourself will really help you elevate your life. Your environment could be anything from the cozy details of your desk to the atmosphere of your dream home. So how would you like your space to look? And how would you like to feel in the spaces that you're in? Recently, I've been diving into room decor, and the spaces that I've been gravitating towards lately bring peace, bring joy, and bring feeling of wonder and enchantment. My dream house is to have something that is Zen minimalist, filled with lots of plants and some kind of flowing water, whether it's a pond or a little fountain in my house. Playing Animal Crossing has made me gravitate a lot towards cottagecore themes and anything that is filled with nature and some sort of enchantment. I noticed that the space I'm at the most is my home office. And part of my ideal environment is to have a beautiful office space that I'll love to come to and don't mind working in for hours. As a gamer, I always wanted to make my own gaming setup and gaming space filled with beautiful lights and some plants and also a lot of gaming elements, including stuffed animals, trinkets, or accessories from my favorite games, or things that I love in my life. I want a space to remind me to continue to nurture my inner child and continue dreaming and creating in my adult life. Let's now think about the persona we want to portray. So how do you want to present yourself to the world? What inner beliefs about beauty or confidence would you like to reshape? And what kind of energy would you like to give out to the world? I want to preface this by saying that while looks and what others think of you shouldn't be the foundation of your life, how you present yourself to the world can often reflect who you are on the inside. First impressions can shape how people perceive or treat you. So putting effort into yourself is so important because it shows how you respect and love who you are. Taking time to care for yourself, both inside and out, can uplift your confidence, enhance how you experience life, and serve as a way to embrace and celebrate your uniqueness. So, how would you like to show up in the world? Growing up as that shy, nerdy Asian girl in the corner of the classroom, I had a huge fear of being seen because when you're seen, you are judged. So I often blended in and wanted to look as plain as possible so I wouldn't draw any attention to myself. But I come to realize something important. The way you carry yourself is so connected to how you show up in life. And by carrying the fear and always hiding, I ended up living small, as though I had to shrink myself down. So for my vision board, I chose an image of a girl who puts effort into herself, not to show off, but because she loves herself enough to do so. This girl looks super confident and has beautiful makeup and clothes and is radiating self-respect. And that's who I want to be. One person who really inspires me in this way is 𝒔𝒏𝒅. I know, the gamer. I love her wholesome vibes and how much she loves her supporters. She dresses up so cute and puts her best fun self out there, which I really admire. I always been kind of self-conscious, usually caught up in my head, which makes it hard to bring out that playful, lighthearted side of myself. But now I really want to change that. I want to live more lightly and give off more positive vibes and show up as someone who is both confident and approachable. So this part of my personal vision board is about embracing a version of me who's confident, open, and ready to share my best self with the world. Let's now talk about relationships, specifically when it comes to a significant other. So what kind of relationship do you want to have with your significant other? Relationships in general are such a huge part of our happiness and longevity in life. And they come in so many different forms: friendships, family bonds, and of course, romantic life partner. Whether you're in a relationship, married, or still searching, I think it's powerful to envision what kind of relationship you want with that special someone. For me, I always wanted a partner who accepts me for who I am and supports my ambitions, and also someone who makes me feel very cherished and at ease. I grew up with a very avoidant attachment style, so I had to be independent at a very early age, since my family was caring for others with greater needs. Because of that, I kept a lot of things to myself and I struggled with identifying and expressing my own feelings. In the past, I found myself chasing someone I truly admired, but in the end, they didn't cherish me or respect me for who I was. Instead, they looked down on me and wanted things their way. And that experience taught me a lot about what I truly wanted and deserve in a relationship. Now, I want to manifest a love that's very lighthearted, supportive, and secure. For my vision board, I chose a picture of a couple dressed in a really cute cinema roll costume because it captures the wholesome, fun, and carefree vibe I'm looking for in a relationship. I want my relationship to feel like a safe, loving space where we can both be our true selves and just have fun outside of the stresses of life, because life is already stressful as it is. Also, as someone who loves to explore new things, I love to travel the world together with my significant other and create shared dreams and memories that both are meaningful and adventurous. Now, let's talk about friendships. What kind of friendships do you want in your life? What kind of activities and shared experiences do you and your ideal friends participate in together? So friendships are essential. They're the people who support you outside of your family, the ones you could count on to share life's joys, challenges, and all the in-between moments. So think about what kind of friends you want in your life. What kind of qualities and shared experiences do you have with them? What would help you feel truly supported and uplifted in your friendships? For me, I grew up with a beautiful community through my family and church. My uncles, relatives, and family friends would host these huge get-togethers where all the kids could play together while all the adults feasted and bonded together. When I reached high school, due to family circumstances, many of those gatherings and connections faded away. And now I just want to bring back that sense of community in my life with long life friends who I could have dinner parties with, hang out with, and go on camping trips with. So on my vision board, I included a picture of a large group of friends at a cozy dinner. I would love for my friend group to feel like family. Building upon that, I would love to have more close female friendships. Growing up, I had mostly guy friends, but now I see that it's very meaningful to have close friendships with other women as well. There's something special about connecting with friends who understand and share the same feminine energy. I want to go on aesthetic picnic dates with my girlies, dress up in pretty outfits, and just enjoy being women together, embracing the fun, the elegant, and all the little joys that come with it. Plus, not to mention, I need some girlies to go to the spa with, especially when I'm super stressed out with life. Let's now talk about family life. How do you want to spend quality time with your family members? Whether it's with your kids, parents, extended family, partner, or even pets, think about how you want to spend time together and build lasting bonds. Family relationships, after all, are the foundation of so much joy and support. So I encourage you, no matter where you are in your life timeline, to start incorporating these bonding activities today. What values do you want to foster within your family? What does a happy family look like to you? And how can you bring that vision to life through the quality time and traditions that you create together? For me, one family tradition that means a lot and is near and dear to my heart is having sit-down dinners. Growing up, during these sit-down dinners, it was such a great time for my parents, my brother, and I to be together and put everything else aside just to talk and connect. And to this day, we still have those dinners. And hopefully when I get married and have my own family, I'd love to continue that tradition. It's such a simple but powerful way to carve out intentional time for each other and keep those bonds really strong. When I envision my ideal family, I picture a big family with many kids and a loving husband who I could share the joys of life with, just as my family did for me growing up. So to me, a happy family means fostering values like trust, openness, and support, while spending quality time together and creating traditions we could look forward to. So now let's talk about something we often neglect. Let's start with diving into mental and spiritual health. So how have you been feeling lately? And what self-care practices support your well-being? So when we're healthy in mind and spirit, we can tackle life's challenges, pursue our passions, and embrace every day with enthusiasm. But when our health falters, everything else takes a backseat as we focus on trying to get better. That's why self-care is so important. It is about prioritizing well-being so that we can live fully with energy and resilience. By nurturing our mind, body, and spirit, we can create a foundation for a vibrant, fulfilling life. What's your current relationship with yourself, and in what ways would you like to nurture it further? Think about the activities that recharge you and bring you joy, or the role that spirituality or a sense of connection plays in your life. Who or what helps you feel connected to something greater? For me, one of my most helpful self-care practices is reflection. No, not in my head, but writing things down in a journal. Recently, since my life has been so busy, I let that part of me slip by, but I would love to get back into journaling and taking the time to mentally decompress, since it not only makes me feel better, but helps me gain more mental clarity in my day-to-day. Also, as a Catholic, faith is really important to me. I like to pray, but lately my prayers have become quite short and my heart isn't fully into it. But now I would love to spend more time to intentionally be with God and invite Him into my life and my struggles. Oftentimes I brush off my feelings and needs, but the spiritual connection really helps me reconnect with myself on a deeper level, as well as gives me strength and hope to tackle whatever is in front of me. So for you, what are some things that can help you create balance and find energy to live life fully and intentionally? Another aspect of health we need to cover is physical health. As much as it's important to nurture our mind and soul, it is also important to nurture our vessel. So, what are some lifestyle habits would you like to incorporate into your life to improve your health? Physical health requires consistency and effort. It's not something that you can achieve in a day, but it's something that you can incorporate into your life that'll give you a lifetime of energy and abundance. For me, I didn't always prioritize exercise. In the past, I didn't work out at all, and I was more on the chubbier side, but I also was very fatigued and lethargic. But since I started exercising, I noticed a huge difference in my energy levels. I feel more energized and ready to take on the day. Now, I'd like to be more consistent with going to the gym and making fitness a part of my routine. My goal is to build energy and strength, not just for now, but to be able to expand the kinds of activities I can do, like hiking and exploring the outdoors a lot more. So this part of my vision board is creating a lifestyle where fitness and physical health are naturally part of my routine to help me stay strong and capable of doing things I love. Let's dive into adventure. What kind of adventures would make you feel like you truly lived your life to the fullest? Adventure opens the doors to new perspectives and unforgettable experiences, whether it's exploring different lands, trying new activities, or stepping out of your comfort zone. It's all about creating moments that make you feel truly alive and give you something to look back on. Those adventures that you have craft into a story of your life. So think about places you dream of visiting, the challenges you want to tackle, and the adventures you want to look back on as part of your life lived fully. How can you step out of your comfort zone and bring more excitement to your life? For me, adventure was a big part of my life growing up, as my family and I went on camping trips and spent time fishing on our own boat. It was filled with so much fun and exploration. But as I got older, there were responsibilities and those adventures faded. And now I want to bring that sense of adventure back into my life. I dream of traveling the world and visiting some of the most beautiful places, and I'd love to start with my homeland, Vietnam, and then explore other stunning destinations like Thailand and places in Europe such as Italy and France. Think of this section as your bucket list. Adventure isn't always about going somewhere, but it's always about embracing new experiences and filling your life with awe and wonder. We're now going to touch upon two topics: finances and career. So what are your financial goals and why? How would you describe your relationship with money, and what kind of relationship would you like to have with it? Although money and work aren't everything in life, they definitely form a foundation that helps us build a life we envision. For me, my relationship with money wasn't always great. Growing up, I saw people around me struggle financially, and being raised in a Catholic family, I was taught not to be too attached to material things. I started feeling guilty whenever money was involved and saw it as something negative, almost something to avoid, so I rarely talked about it or even thought about it seriously. But over time, I realized in today's world, money is a tool we need to befriend. Money itself isn't everything, but learning to manage it is essential to building the life that we want. More recently, I adopted a mindset of abundance, reminding myself that money loves me and I love it back. Thus, I wanted to add this picture on my vision board. And this quote isn't out of greed, but it is out of gratitude. Money provides me and my family with the means to create our lives and expand our possibilities, and that is something definitely worth embracing. So let's now talk about career. How do you define success in your life? And how does your career play a role in your success? Oftentimes, we attribute our success to our career achievements, but I'd love for you to define what success is and how your career supports your success and achievements. In terms of career, I'm currently working on becoming a physician assistant. After exploring various paths, this career is something I'm excited to commit to because not only is it fulfilling to help people improve their health, but it also provides stability for myself and my family. I used to want to be a doctor to find the cure to paralysis, but over time I realized that's not really a noble goal, and it's not the most realistic path for me personally. Instead, becoming a physician assistant allows me to make a real impact, but at the same time provides me financial security and extra time to spend time with my family. So for me, success isn't about achieving a lofty goal, but it's about creating a life where my career supports my loved ones and allows us to enjoy the other important things in life. So now let's talk about your dreams. Ask yourself, what legacy do you want to leave behind? Some people might say that dreams are unrealistic, but I believe they're what pushes us to grow and lead us to a life filled with excitement and purpose. Think about it. At the end of your life, what's something you'd regret not pursuing? To me, dreams are all about reaching for the stars, and even if you landed on the moon, you ended up further than you thought you ever could, because you tried. For me, growing up, I often numbed my emotions and was a chronic people pleaser. I felt like I had to take care of everyone else. And somewhere along the way, I lost sense of who I was. And this led to a lot of confusion, depression, and anxiety in my life. I found my way by reading books and listening to inspiring people and surrounding myself with positive influences. And all those insights helped me reshape my mindset and mental health in so many ways I can't even describe. Now I want to pay it forward, and my dream is to become a speaker and an influencer to share my story and knowledge I gain along the way in hopes of helping other people too, who were lost just like me. This dream isn't just about building confidence and skills for myself, but it's about creating a legacy to support positivity and growth for others. So as you think about your dreams, ask yourself, what passions bring you the most joy? And how do you define success in your life? And what does a fulfilling life look like to you? Let yourself dream big without limits and imagine what could be possible if you truly went all in. So as we wrap up this vision board journey, I hope you had a chance to dig deep and reflect on your dreams, goals, and values that are most meaningful to you. As we conclude our reflection, I'd like to share with you my lantern of life, the inspiration behind this vision board exercise. I created this lantern earlier in the year during a lantern festival locally, and it represents my biggest dreams and aspirations for not only this year, but the years ahead. And in a way, I feel like I started to manifest parts of it, especially by relaunching my YouTube channel. So I'd love to share what's on my lantern and the meaning behind each element. Welcome friends to Mayvera's Lantern of Life. So I want to start off with the intentions I wanted to cultivate for the year. And that was peace, progress, joy, gratitude, love, and patience. And to bring about that, I wrote down dreams I wanted to manifest for not only this year, but the years ahead. I wrote manifested because I was super determined to make all of these happen in my life. So what I have here is starting my personal development brand, May Life, which is this channel, being a healer, building wealth and abundance, owning a lot of houses where I can not only express myself by decorating it, but also provide housing for other people who need it, and creating long-lasting love in my life. And this last panel is super near and dear to my heart because it has a lot to do with my faith and spirituality. So I wrote that you are beloved because that is the motto I've been living off of for the last few years. I grew up with the idea that love is conditional, so you had to do something in order to gain love. But over the years, I learned and embraced that real love is unconditional. So regardless of what you do, you are loved as you are because you are you, and you are a child of God. This lantern is a small but powerful symbol of everything I hope to bring to life. And it reflects the vision that we explore together throughout this vision board exercise. So I want to conclude just to say thank you, Mushroomlings, for being a part of my vision board journey. Creating a vision for our lives takes so much commitment, and you all taken a beautiful step towards investing in yourself, laying a foundation for a life filled with purpose, joy, and growth. Just remember that every step you take, whether big or small, is a step towards creating a life that you dreamed of. We all have this one life, so make every moment count. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more personal development content, cozy vlogs, and tips for creating a life that you love. And also check out my website for more resources and inspiration. Just know that I'm rooting for you 100% of the way. Love you all, my sweetest mushlings. See you all in the next one.